Hey, my name is Zeus Tipado, a writer for Healing Maps. And let's talk about pushing the boundaries of psychedelics with extended reality. Some psychedelic companies are trying to reinvent the psychedelic, trademark it, and call it their own. They think that will be the future, but it's going to get way weirder than that. The future of psychedelics could be tripping inside extended reality. Just so we're on the same page, extended reality is an umbrella term for many virtualized technologies like virtual reality, which is VR, mixed reality, which is MR, or augmented reality, which is AR. You probably already know about set and setting. Set is the mental state you're in prior to a trip, and setting is where you're tripping, basically the environment and people around you. Both factors are believed to greatly influence a psychedelic trip. This isn't like shroom folklore. Timothy Leary proposed the idea back in the 60s, and there's decades of research that shows that where you trip directly impacts the experience. Setting can even determine how beneficial psychedelics will be after the trip. Tripping in an environment that's supportive goes a long way clinically. We're talking long-lasting decrease in depression in people that have treatment-resistant depression. It's not just the psychedelic, the setting is super vital. Now, imagine throwing on an XR headset and being able to shift your setting to any environment imaginable. Environments that don't even exist on this planet. What would that do to a psychedelic trip? The real answer is we just don't know. There's never been a clinical study on tripping inside XR. The better question is, can extended reality really fool our brains into thinking we're in a completely different world? Surprisingly, it can. When it comes to reality, our brains are pretty easy to hack, and XR can pull off some pretty S-tier levels of world manipulation. In 2020, researchers in Denmark discovered that phantom limb pain, which is the imaginary pain felt when your leg or your arm gets severed, can be treated through virtualizing the limb. They found a 52% reduction in pain when a person saw their limb in augmented reality. You can even place a person in a virtualized setting filled with people taking virtualized drugs, and biomarkers associated with wanting to take drugs, like skin conductance level, activates as if you're actually there. The brain doesn't know, it just wants its drugs. These effects may be attributed to other means we haven't identified yet, but it does show us that non-pharmacological mechanics like setting can influence a trip, and our brains do a poor job separating a real setting from an extended reality one. With XR, your setting can be anything. Just imagine being able to trip while floating through space as you casually glide to the Alpha Centauri galaxy. Or how about dosing LSD while being submerged in a 16-bit cyberpunk universe? The possibilities are only limited to our imagination, and these virtualized settings may be able to modulate psychedelic trips to limits we never thought possible. Integrating VR into trips may have more practical means for therapy, like confronting fears or psychological trauma. But gotta say, it would be amazing to take shrooms inside Asgard while flying on the back of a Valkyrie, or something equally as ridiculous.